Yeah, me too.
You should see Pat's dress. It's gorgeous.
Oh, Charlotte.
It gives a new meaning to the phrase sexy but subtle, and my father is going to go wild when he sees it.
Yeah, well, when he sees you in this, he's gonna go wild, too. That's for certain.
Well, let's hope Doc does. If that Janine Fuller so much as looks at him cross-eyed, I'm decking her. Pow! Right in the kipper.
Lady, you go with Trask, aren't you?
No, he's not going. He has to work. And she's going with David. And we're all going club hopping in New York afterwards.
Oh, great. Hey, but if you want to use my steam iron that dress, you better
Okay,
quickly.
let's go.
Bye. See you later, okay?
Club hopping in New York?
Trask.
I mean, David must think I'm stupid or something.
Where did you come from?
What? No, forget about it, lady. No date, no dance, no club hopping in New York. You're not going.
Why should I waste my sympathies on these countries? Their instability increases my profit potential.
Cortland residence.
Is it for me?
Yes, he is. Just a moment. Hold, please. It's for Jasper. It's the mechanic.
Yeah, but you tell him if that rattle isn't fixed soon, he's fired.
I declare, cheer her up.
You expecting any call, Dix?
Hope there's nothing seriously wrong with your car.
You wouldn't be waiting for a call from that arid husband of yours, would you?
There's a good chance he might.
Afternoon, Travis. Listen, here are the forms that you asked for from Washington. And you were right about the FDA regulations.
Have you heard from her?
Erica? Well, the ship's docked. I checked. She and Bianca ought to be home by the time I get there.
Don't count on it.
Oh, you've heard from her?
Yeah, indirectly I have. Even though she's getting married to Jackson.
You made it. I knew you would. And listen, Erica, I promise you, you will never, ever regret your choice. Believe me.
We were climbing the walls.
You sure were.
Oh, aren't these lovely flowers? What on earth are you doing?
Well, I had to press these two into service as our witnesses. Go get the judge.
What?
Go get the judge.
The judge, I'm here to wish you the very best.
Well, Judge Waters.
It's about time.
Good. We're ready to start. Judge Francis Waters, this is my about-to-be bride, Erica Kane. Erica, this is Judge Waters.
How do you do?
All right, let's get in our places.
Okay.
Where do you want us to go?
What do you want me to do?
Jack.
Fine, good. What?
Would you wait, please?
Wait. Wait for what?
All My Children, brought to you by J.C. Penney. You're looking smarter than ever at J.C. Penney.
Look, would you excuse us, please? I really would like to speak to you privately.
Sweetheart, can't wait till after the ceremony.
No, we can't.
Excuse me, is the wedding on or off?
Look, Your Honor, would you do me a favor? Just give me a few minutes. Just wait in your chambers. I promise I'll come and get you.
Man, this is getting on my nerves.
Jack, Brooke and I'll be outside if you need us for anything.
All right, thank you. Jack.
You didn't come here to marry me, did you? You came here to tell me that you've chosen Travis.
Jack, Look, I know how difficult this is for you because this is so difficult
Oh, I
for
don't
me.
believe it.
I'm suffering, Jack.
Erica, you chose him. I mean, I always knew that was a possibility, but I was so sure. I was so convinced that you and I wanted this. This is unbelievable.
I love you, Jack.
I know.
I love
know
you.
You do, Erica. That's what makes this so unreal.
This is the worst. This is the most agonizing decision that I have ever had to make in my life.
We're so right together.
In more ways than one.
I mean, even our faults were complementary. Erica, we had excitement. We had passion.
You showed me how to live again. You taught me how to laugh again.
Don't do this.
I have to. I can't.
No, you don't have to, Erica. You can change your mind.
No, I can't, Ben. I can't do it. It's taken too long already, Jack.
Listen, you need a man who sees through your tricks. You need a man who can see to the bottom of your soul and loves every part of you, Erica. You need me.
Jack.
How can you deny it?
Because the love that Travis and I had before I met you was real.
Yeah, was, Erica, was. It died. I was there when
No.
Travis killed it.
No, he didn't kill everything.
Nuts!
No, he didn't kill everything, Jack. There is a spark. There is something. There is something to build on, Jack.
Erica, you can't build any kind of a life on something that's dead.
I love him.
No, you don't. You're just going through the motions.
No, I'm not.
Oh, come on. Don't lie to me. Please, at least do me the honor of not lying about your reasons, Erica. I know why you're going back to him. Because he's the father of your child. Because Bianca wants her daddy back. Damn it, I want to hear you admit it.
This phone call you're expecting from Tad doesn't mean there's going to be some kind of reconciliation, does it?
I don't know. Can't really say.
What does that mean? That means you wouldn't be averse if he tried?
It means I'm gonna have to wait and see.
I can't believe you'd even consider such a thing.
Consider what?
Well,
Listening to my husband?
Giving that cheater another chance to make your life a hell. I mean, that kind of man always does it.
Uncle Palmer, he wasn't cheating on me.
You saw him with your own eyes at McKay's.
I jumped to conclusions.
Dixie, when a man lets a woman climb all over him in a public restaurant...
He was working. He was working. He was collecting information for this Judy person about a case or something.
What case?
A case that he was working on for Brooke Chandler at Tempo, all right? She told me so herself.
He sent Brooke to plead his case?
She wasn't there to plead her case, his case. She was there because she felt responsible and she wanted to explain.
You don't let a woman go and do a man's job.
He didn't send her. She came on her own. And besides, he had tried to tell me the truth before, but I wasn't listening.
I don't like the sound of this at all.
Look, Dixie, Uncle Palmer's worried about you, and
Well,
so am
don't
I.
worry. I'm fine.
Okay, what if he calls right now? And he wants to see you?
I'd go.
And what do you suppose is going to happen then? What happens every time you two try and communicate?
We'd fight.
Things are getting worse, sweetheart, not better. That guy's violent.
Oh, well. Oh, come on. So he hit you. He didn't hit me. He never hit me. Never.
He's a volatile, unpredictable hothead.
Look, we're just trying to get you to approach this sensibly. Okay. If you don't want to agree to not see him at all, at least promise me you're not going to see him by yourself.
Look, Will, if he calls, and I don't even know, if he's going to call, because the last time he did, he hung up in my ear. He obviously didn't like what I was telling him. But if he does call, I'm going to go and I'm going to see him. I don't care where and I don't care when.
Well,
and don't say another word, Uncle Palmer, please. I've made up my mind about this. Excuse me.
That young woman has spirit. She reminds me of her mother every day.
Yeah. But she ain't going to make the same mistakes Mama made. You know, with me and you on her side, I think she'll be okay.
We have to buy some time.
My thoughts exactly. You want me to call Mr. Yudkowsky and have him get down here?
Excellent idea.
This is you. This is Will. Uncle Palmer and I'd like to see you in the library, please. Thank you. He's on his way.
Good. You know, I'm afraid all the Cortland women share the same fatal flaw, this ability to pick men who are absolutely undesirable.
What are you worried about, Lainey now? She's okay, I think.
You like Trask?
Well, no, but, you know, it's no big deal. Besides, look on the bright side. He's taking her to the dance tonight.
Well, maybe it's just a case of out of the frying pan into the fire.
Look, David is going to be back from class in 5 minutes. I want you to tell him it's off.
Why?
Why? Because I said so.
Oh, because you said so. Trask, why are you giving me orders? Why are you telling me what to do?
You know, Laney, ever since the steak was cooked up, you've asked me. And you said if I didn't want you to go, you wouldn't go.
And you said that it was fine.
I know, but now with this New York thing...
What about New York? What does New York have to do with it?
I just don't want you holed up in some hotel with David, all right?
You don't trust me.
No. I don't trust him.
David does not want to get me into a hotel room, Trask. And even if he did, I could handle him.
Look, Laney, he is setting you up.
That's ridiculous. Come on, Trask. I'm going with a whole group of our friends. Charlotte and Doc, Emily Ann and Joey.
Wait. Emily Ann and Joey? I thought they wanted privacy. That's why you guys are going by yourself. And when did Doc and Charlotte get back together? Oh, the whole group's going now, eh?
I really don't like this.
You know, you want him to make a move, don't you?
Trask, don't say another word.
No. That's what you're saying to him, Laney. By going on this date, you're saying, David, make a move. Give it your best shot.
Look, you know more than anybody else. I hate it when people tell me how I feel, and I hate it even more when they tell me what to do.
Well, that's tough. You're my girlfriend, and I'm telling you. Either break up the date or forget about you and me. Understand?
I'm not breaking the date.
Fine. That is just fine. Well, then, have a nice life, Laney.
Just go, please.
What happened? Melanie, you okay?
Look, I don't want to discuss it.
All right. Let's see. Oh,
Yep, there's a place right there where you can clip in flowers just in case Joey should happen to
I
show up
don't think that Joey's quite the flower type.
I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you.
If he brings me flowers, it's something he probably stole out of his mother's garden or something.
Oh, you're done. There. What do you think?
Let me see here.
Wow. Baby, you look beautiful. Are you crying?
No, I never cry.
Have you talked to Chuck? Honey, I don't want to get into that right now, okay? Mom, I want to know because I love you and because I don't like to see you hurting like this. Baby, I'm fine, really. I am. Now, you go touch up your makeup and put on that gorgeous dress we got you. I am so sorry I acted like such a jerk about Mr. Rockefeller. Honey. I'll make you a deal. You forgive me, I'll forgive you. It's a deal. Are you sure you're going to be all right? I'm fine. Cross my heart. And that's Natalie, so scoot. She can see you when you get finished. Go, go, go. Hi, thank you. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome, you're welcome. Your message said something about having Emily Ann in the house yet.
She thinks you already said it was okay.
I'd love to have her.
Oh, thank you.
I think Timothy would be thrilled. Now, where are you going? What's happening?
Going to New York. It's a cosmetics conference.
With Chuck?
Alone, actually. I just need to get out of Pine Valley for a few days.
Donna, if this is about money, another installment from my inheritance came in. I'll give you anything you need.
It's not money, really.
Then what is it?
I just, tired. I need to be alone for a little while. Really. But I do have a favor to ask you. Would you look after Emmy while I'm gone? Just protect her.
Protect her? What from?
From everything in general. Just stand in for me, huh?
Sure.
Mr. Rockefeller, do you know where any of Ricky's videotapes are? I'm out there setting up. I can't find any.
Here, look over yonder.
Yeah, well, great. You know, he finally teaches me his filing system, and then he hides the damn things on me.
Do I detect an old chip on the shoulders there with you, boy?
Oh, no. No. I love working while all my friends are partying. No.
Seems to me that you're mighty angrified, because you can't go to that silly little school dance tonight, can you? I'm going to favor you with a parable about the grasshopper and the ant. Once upon a time, there was...
Stop it with the parables, please.
You know, you ought to get down on your knees and think. You ought to get down on your knees instead of whining like a little schoolboy. And I'll tell you why. Because you are going to pocket yourself a mighty righteous piece of chump change after we get this soda pop business done tonight. Oh, yes, sir. You and that fancy girlfriend of yours, you're going to be able to go out and paint the town red. Not your girlfriend.
I still only have half the tapes.
Oh, well, keep your designer briefs on. I believe they underneath that paper there.
Well, when the hell were you going to tell me they were here? You know, it's
all right.
a hell of a lot easier.
Oh, Lord, you are sour to the soul, aren't you? So, you and your, Melanie Cortland, you're no longer one, eh?
I'm finished, okay? I gave her an either-or situation. She took the or.
Well, at least she didn't hit you with it.
Yeah, well, it's all for the best anyways. She was out of my league.
You know, I'm reminded of something that old William Clyde Fields said. You like W.C. Fields? He said, a woman is like an elephant. It's lovely to look at, but I wouldn't want to own one.
You said it.
No, I am not choosing Travis solely because of Bianca.
Look at you, Erica. You can't even look me in the eye when you say it.
All right, certainly the happiness of my child was something that I considered very strongly, but it is not the only reason.
You made a deal with God, now you're keeping your end of the bargain, is that it?
God decided to spare my daughter because he is merciful, not because of any bargain that I made with him.
You took a vow to be selfless, Erica. The noble young mother sacrificing her own happiness for her daughter. Come on, it's a bad movie, Erica. You know that if Bianca hadn't been involved in this, you wouldn't have given Travis a second thought, let alone a second chance.
Now, that's not true. That's not true at all, Jack. I love Travis, okay? I'm sorry to make this harder on you than I have to, but that's the truth.
And you're saying that you want him more than you want me?
Jack, I want peace, okay? I want peace. You say that all that excitement and all that passion between us during our relationship was positive. Well, I'm not so sure. I hate the strife. I hate all the strain. I really think that Travis and I are better suited for each other.
You're saying that he's less complicated?
Yes.
That you understand each other better?
Yes.
And you really think that that's what you want?
Look, I don't expect your approval, Jack.
Let me tell you something, Travis. Travis is not the golden boy that everybody thinks he is. All the lies he's told you to start with. I mean, look at those.
No, I don't want to listen to this anymore.
Well, you're going to listen to it because I know my brother better than anybody in the world, Erica. He talks fair, but he doesn't play fair. He is going to lie, he is going to deceive you, and he is going to betray you just like he did last time.
Jack, I understand why you're saying...
No, you don't understand anything because you were trying to resurrect an old love affair that failed miserably the first time, and it can't work.
I belong with Travis.
Fine. Now, what the hell are you doing here? Go on, go find him. Go ruin your life. But when it all is all cinders and ashes, don't come back to me, because I won't be there for you, all right?
No, you're making this a lot harder than it would have to be.
Oh, you think you're making it easier?
Okay, you're right. Jack, someday I hope that...
Now, go on, get out of here.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I guess it's time to tire this, huh?
I'm really sorry, Jack.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm great. Judge Waters, I'm sorry for wasting your time. I'm going to send somebody from the hospital to get these flowers so they don't go to waste, all right? Let's go.
Where?
Someplace where there's lights, music, wine, women, not necessarily in that order. I feel like celebrating.
You.
I think you should fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be a very bumpy ride.
You look so beautiful, Lenny.
You're a picture. It's perfect to dress.
Oh, really? You've never, ever looked prettier. Really. What's the matter?
I'm going to leave you two alone.
Okay. Honey, tonight's the spring dance. You've been looking forward to this for months? What's the matter? Why aren't you smiling?
Well, Trask ordered me not to go to the dance.
He ordered you?
I refused, and that's it. It's over. He told me to have a nice life.
I thought this was okay with Trask for you to go with David.
Yeah, so did I. Until he found out that we were all going to New York after the dance.
I don't understand that, though. I mean...
He doesn't trust me. He thinks that, David and I are going to end up in some hotel room. Can you believe that?
Because you wouldn't follow his orders. He just, told you that he wanted to break up, huh?
I did the right thing, didn't I?
Listen, if you ask me, I think it's amazing from the first place for Trask to even say it was okay for you to go with David, you know? I mean, think about it, though. Consider, like, your past history.
Look, my past history with David is just that. It's past history.
Okay.
You don't believe me.
I just think that if this Trask guy was the right guy for you, the one guy in the world that you wanted to be with more than anything, that you would have agreed to what he said.
You didn't. When Tad asked you to cut yourself off from the family.
It's a lot different, Lenny.
Why? Why should loving someone mean letting them boss you around?
It doesn't. It doesn't, baby. I think, though, by standing up to this guy, you're telling yourself something, okay? Maybe you're telling yourself that you want to give yourself another chance with David. You know, and I think that's a really smart thing to do. I really do. Before you start getting so serious about somebody else.
There's nothing left.
Well, maybe that's not so. Oh. Wait a second. That's Junior.
Look, Dixie, even if there was some kind of attraction left over or whatever, I couldn't. Not after what happened. It hurt so much. I learned my lesson.
Maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't learn your lesson.
Langley.
Whoa, Jack Brooks.
How are you?
What do you want to drink?
Oh, just a club soda, please.
Beer. I'll have a shot of your best vodka and keep the bottle handy, will you?
Huh.
What?
You know what?
Why, alcohol doesn't help?
Quite often, it does just the opposite.
Yeah, but we're going to test that theory tonight, believe me. Oh, good.
Let's watch the lecture, shall we, Brooks?
There we are. Now then.
Langley, join us in a little celebration drink,
Well,
will
I'm
you?
about to.
All right.
Do something here.
Here is to the dawning of a new age.
Oh.
Oh, go ahead, Tracy.
Oh,
No,
just
thanks.
a wee bit.
No, you might like it.
Thank you. Someone in the crowd has to keep her head. And listen, before you dispose of that, why don't you make that phone call?
Maybe later.
Here's to the open road.
The open
To
road.
wine, women, and world peace.
World peace.
World peace.
Be a good influence, okay?
What the hell? What does she want now?
She wants him to call his wife.
Maestro, phone, please. I got it. Here you go.
There we are.
Dial.
Looks like I'm outnumbered.
Dinner at the usual time.
I'll get this. You go ahead. Cortland residence.
Mr. Yu, Tad here. I'd like to talk to my wife, please.
Well, she's not home.
I mean, she's not home. Where is she? Well, when will she be back?
Well, I'm not sure. But when she gets back, I'll be sure and tell her that you called.
Good work.
Was that for me?
Oh, boy, talk about a wrong number. It was a salesman trying to unload some aluminum siding.
words, Jack gave her another ultimatum.
No, this was her own choice.
Well, why didn't she tell us?
You'll have to ask her, Eric.
Well, what about Mona? She's not going to get married without telling her mother.
Look, she didn't clear the arrangements with me, Eric. I'll go through these forms and I'll let you know what I think.
You're the man she needs, Travis, not Jack.
Well, you know Erica when she has made up her mind.
I mean it.
Yeah, I thought so, too.
I'm sorry.
Well, like Jagger said, you can't always get what you want.
Well, we'll talk later.
Yeah. Is the wedding over?
Wedding never happened.
My husband's working late.
Honey, I'm home.
For powerful headache relief, take the power of Excedrin, the headache medicine. All My Children will continue in a moment.
Tomorrow, more of Good Morning America from London. Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher and Peter Ustinov.
And a live report from Belfast, the troubles of Northern Ireland on Good Morning America tomorrow.
Scans of frisky.
This is Osteoporosis Week, also a Mother's Day plan that put Mama on the train. We'll tell you about it on the news starting at 5:30 tonight.
This is the North State Network for California Oregon Broadcasting.
You're here.
Yes.
Excuse me. And you're wearing that cloud ring that I gave you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, Erica. Oh, Erica. Oh, baby. Oh, you make the right decision, I swear. You'll never regret this, I swear to you.
Well, why would I? I love you.
I love you, too.
Please don't ever stop.
No. I won't, I swear. I swear.
Listen, maybe you should close that door.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
You see that clock there? This clock here has been the instrument of my torture. I've been looking at it, and once it turned 4, well, I just assumed that you weren't...
Well, I had to tell Jack.
That couldn't have been easier.
No, it wasn't.
You cared for him a great deal. I do, too. Well, I hope you'll be all right.
Well, he wasn't when I left. Nothing like this has ever happened to Jack. He's very hurt.
You really loved him? Erica. Come here. You made the right choice.
I hope so.
And I can prove it to you. And I will.
Sit down, Tammy. Tell me, how do you feel? How do you feel about cock fritters?
Excuse me?
How about sunsets on the beach, diving for sunken treasure?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the jewel of the Bahamas. I'm talking about Arthur Island.
Oh. Is he drunk?
Most definitely. No, I'm not drunk yet, but I will get there. Trust me. So what do you say, Tammy Flanagan? What do you say you and I set sail for Remoro Bay?
You gotta give him credit. Listen, he has to deal with this sooner or later.
You know, I think I need a reference. I think she needs a reference from you guys. Tell her what a great gentleman I am, will you?
He's the nicest drunk in here. He's a wreck.
Don't listen to them. They've been drinking as long as I have. Listen. Last chance. Talking about sun-drenched days and rum-drenched nights, what do you say?
I'd love to,
Good, let's
but
go.
My husband wouldn't approve.
Your husband?
Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you.
Bye, honey.
What a shame. How about you? I bet you look pretty hot in a bikini, huh?
Why don't you make that call?
Come on, I'm talking about bone fishing, a little reggae music.
Jack.
Call your wife.
Thank you.
Marriage.
Portland residence?
Monsieur, it's Tad again. Can I please talk to Dixie?
She's not home yet.
Like hell she's not, you unctuous little toady. Put her on the phone.
Person you want to speak to is out. I will be happy to relay your message when she returns.
Oh, man. I can't believe it. I should go over there and have a little talk with him about passing on false information. Like hell she's not home.
Well, you know, I got a white horse parked outside that I won't be using since
Wait a
I
minute.
stopped my
Wait a
bone fishing
minute.
trip.
Before you encourage him to storm the barricade, before you do something that's going to get you into even more trouble, why don't you consider this neutral ground, somewhere that you and Dixie can be, where you can talk and nobody's going to interfere.
Right, I'll just click my magic shoes together 3 times.
It's very easy. You would be surprised how the subtle approach works wonders.
Emmy, honey, hurry up. He's going to be here any minute. Kids.
You know, Donna, I really think you should just tell me what's wrong. Maybe I can help. Is it Chuck?
Oh, gee, Nat, I'm sorry. I thought maybe you would have heard by now. We split up. Look, it's over. It's done with. We never should have started up again in the first place anyway, so I don't want to talk about it, okay?
You love him.
Nat, please.
No, you can't drop a bombshell like that and not expect me to react.
All right, look, this engagement thing was wrong to begin with, okay? You can't live in the past and turn back the clock. All the memories are still there, all the pain. It's just no use, okay?
I'm really not buying this, Donna.
Look, I was on the rebound from Benny. I moved the whole thing along too far, too fast. It's my fault.
To do with Emily Ann and her father.
Her father?
Is Benny pressuring you again?
That must be Joey. He's here.
Hi.
Wow, Joey, you look so handsome. Come on in. You know Natalie Hunter.
Mrs. Hunter?
Hi, Joey.
Let me get your date for you. Emmy!
Look at her. You look absolutely stunning, Emily Ann.
Thank you. Hi, Joey.
Why don't you give her the flowers, Joey?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Oh, gardenias.
I told you so.
Yes, you smell them.
No.
Thank you. I like flowers. I like gardenias.
Yeah. You can put them in your hair. And you can, like, put them on your arm or... I don't know, anywhere you want to
Well, let me help you, Julie. Oh, we can make this into a wrist corset.
Emily Ann, where's your suitcase?
Oh, right here.
Joey? Joey, do you think you can carry that suitcase out and drop it in my car on your way?
Yeah.
I brought a suitcase because I'm staying with Mrs. Hunter while my mother's at the convention in New York.
Listen, do you have your keys?
Yeah, they're in the suitcase.
Okay.
It's going to be sort of late tonight, if you don't mind, because Mom said I could go to New York after the dance.
I'll bring her in real quiet. Right, okay.
Oh, you tell Timmy not to put spiders in my bed. Okay. You drive careful, okay?
Okay, I will.
Have fun at the convention. Oh, have a great time at the dance. Oh. Bye. See you later.
Bye.
He's so crazy about her, huh?
Yeah, it shows.
Young love. It's always so special.
Just like you and Chuck. Oh, Donna, are you sure it's over?
I'm positive.
Mr. Rockefeller, yes. You wanted to see me.
Please come in. Sit down, young man. Trask, have you ever been to a cockfight?
What?
Nature, in her ultimate wisdom, gives the male of that species an instinct to fight to the death. Now, roosters, They flap their feathers and they puff up their chests, and when they go out to fight to the death, only the fittest survive. Now, what is the prize for this battleizing bantams? What do you suppose it might be?
Money?
No, it's not money. It's breeding privileges. Now, we both know what that is, don't we?
No, not exactly, no.
Only a rooster with the sharpest eye and the hardest beak is going to get the chicks.
What does this have to do with anything, Mr. Rockefeller?
Nature is good. And if nature tells you to flap your feathers and to puff up your chest, then, bro, you better flap your feathers and puff up your chest and use your head for something besides a hat rack. I would hate to see Rampaw walking off with your prize.
Well, what does two roosters fighting have to do with me and Melanie? I don't understand.
I'm telling you, don't you give up. That's all. If you want to have that woman and she's good enough for keeping, then by gum, fight for her.
Okay, how are my eyes?
It's perfect.
They're not too glittery, are they?
Well, I don't know. Doc, what do you think?
It looks great, but your dad's going to be mad if we don't hurry.
Okay, I'm coming.
Have you seen Melanie? She's not in the room.
You guys go on, and I'll just tell my dad I'll be right there.
Okay.
Hey, look great, Miss Baxter.
Oh, thank you, David. Okay, see you later.
Okay. Well, the last that I saw her was around 4:30 this afternoon.
After that big showdown with Trask.
You heard about that?
Yeah, I walked right in on the end of it.
Well, she was upset, and when I went to the shower and came back, she was gone.
She thinks she's going to stand me up?
There's a strong possibility.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Yeah, look, why don't you go ahead? They're waiting for you.
Well, I'll see you there. I hope.
Yeah.
David. Hi. Is it time?
Yeah, you still gonna go?
Yes.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. You look very nice, too.
Oh, look, I've got these for you.
Thank you.
I told him I didn't know the color of your dress, so,
They're perfect. They're beautiful. Smell good.
So, you ready?
Ready. Hi. Myra said you wanted to speak to me.
Yes. When we talked earlier, you said that you would be interested in seeing Tad, talking to him face to face. Is that still true?
Yeah. Good. Yeah, I mean, if he still wants to see me.
Yes, he does, and he's waiting at the Valley Inn, and I'm going to take you there.
Did he send you?
He didn't really have a choice.
Brooke, what are you doing making calls at this hour?
At this hour, this is a perfectly acceptable hour to make a call, Palmer. Hello, Will. Tad sent me, Dixie, because when he calls here to speak to you, Mr. Ulatowski tells him that you're not here.
Is that true?
Absolutely not. I resent your interfering, Brooke.
Will, did Uncle Palmer give any orders to keep Tad from speaking to me?
Well, certainly not. I don't want you upset by Brooke's...
Will, I'm asking you. I heard that phone ring twice.
Mentioned it, but I didn't think that he'd actually go through with it. You were completely out of line, sir. Dead wrong. I think you owe Dixie an apology.
What, you traitor? All right, very well. I apologize.
Well, I can see Opal was certainly right about you. You are an interfering old buzzard with a mean streak a mile wide. Good night, Myra.
Good night, everyone. Say what you like about Opal. She has a way with words.
I'm sorry, sir. I hope you don't think I was serious.
No, of course not. No, it's quick thinking on your part.
As long as you understand where I'm coming.
Oh, yes. Dixie must remain secure, knowing that you are on her side.
See anything you like?
How about this one right here?
Very nice.
Yeah, she's a little too perky for my taste.
How about her back there? Nice?
Nah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They don't look as good as they once did, right?
Because my heart's been ripped right out.
Erica.
It's over, Ted.
Right.
I just can't believe it.
I know.
Oh, remember, women are like streetcars. If you miss one, another one comes along every few minutes.
Voice of reason.
Oh, yeah, like a beacon of light in the darkness. Get out of here, man.
Just trying to help.
Oh, speaking of bacons.
Beacons.
Beacons. Brooke.
Dixie's waiting for you on the dock by the river.
You gonna be all right?
Yeah, get out of here, Peter.
You sure?
Yeah, one of us deserves to be happy, don't you think?
So, now, what can I do for you?
Just a leave, okay? You know any jokes, card tricks? Anything to take my mind off the fact that Erica's with Travis?
Small and private.
Yes.
As soon as possible, too.
Absolutely, yes. Oh, my mother and father are going to be absolutely thrilled.
Yeah, they're not the only ones.
Bianca?
It'll be the answer to a dream. Mine, too.
And mine. Oh, I can't wait to tell her.
I know, but not yet. First, I want to hold you. Just like this. The way that I've thought of holding you for so long. Having you back and getting our life back and our family.
Starting over.
And not making any more of those mistakes and just going on forever.
Forever and ever. He's not coming.